McDonough is assigned to investigate the brutal gang-style execution of a family of Senegalese immigrants. The primary suspect is local drug kingpin Big Fate, a ruthless criminal who operates with virtual impunity in the city's slums. This investigation uncovers a witness, a young grocery delivery boy named Daryl, whose safety becomes McDonough's highest priority. In the meantime, though, as the lieutenant balances work with his mounting gambling debts, drug addiction, and efforts to protect his prostitute girlfriend, Frankie, he is hounded by his relentless bookie, various gangsters, and internal affairs investigators who are, rightly, suspicious of his conduct. Interestingly, McDonough's vices begin to collide. To clear his gambling debts, he strikes a deal with Big Fate, essentially becoming a partner to the very murderer he is supposed to be arresting. He provides Fate with police protection and inside information on drug shipments, further alienating his few remaining allies, including his recovering alcoholic father, his functioning alcoholic mother-in-law, and his former partner. At his lowest point, McDonough seems destined for prison or a shallow grave, especially after he's implicated by Daryl's grandmother for threatening her and her wealthy client when trying to uncover Daryl's whereabouts after he goes missing. To McDonough's dismay, his sole witness, around whom Fate's prosecution revolves, has been sent to England for his own safety. Daryl, that is, the kid. However, in a chaotic turn of events, McDonough manages to play his enemies against each other, whether it's intentional or not, I'm not sure. During a high-stakes confrontation at Big Fate's hideout, a rival mob enforcer with a bone to pick with the lieutenant intervenes, leading to a bloody shootout that conveniently eliminates the evidence of McDonough's corruption while also taking down the suspects in the murder case he was pursuing. He is hailed a hero, his gambling debts are wiped out, even after his attempts to fix a football game by threatening to derail a young college football player's potential professional success fails. His gambling debts are paid off, and he is even promoted to captain. He fails his way upward, basically. The film ends a year later when McDonough, now looking clean-cut and highly decorated, yet still struggling with drug addiction. One fateful night, as he prepares to use hard drugs stolen from a nightclub patron, he encounters the prisoner he rescued at the start of the film, who is now sober and thriving, who offers to help McDonough get clean. The two men sit against a giant fish tank at New Orleans Aquarium of the Americas, and McDonough asks pensively and rhetorically, "Do fish have dreams?" just before credits roll. In the end, some very dark Nick Cage mania-related hilarity ensues.
Okay.
Yes.
I think that's probably the best you can possibly do in that situation. It's like, how do you just like synopsis this whole movie? Because so much stuff happens.
It reminds me of The Big Lebowski in one way, in that it's this like really interesting, not intricate, but just it's a mystery, right? But like told through the eyes of somebody who could not care less.
Yeah.
Like this guy does not care, aside from the fact that he could get reprimanded or lose his job or whatever if he doesn't solve this murder case.
Sure.
So now with that out of the way, my whole point when I mentioned, the other characters, Fairuza Balk, Val Kilmer, kind of being foils of him, is like showing, anytime he interacts with them, it's kind of like a way to show him and the audience, even though we already know he's downward spiraling, just how far gone this is.
Yeah.
Obviously, Val Kilmer, his partner, whom they kind of like were like-minded about a lot of things. By the end of it, they have a very adversarial relationship. Fairuza Balk, who is like, I think like a highway trooper.
Yeah.
They clearly have like a past of some sort.
Yeah.
And, he basically wants help getting his bookie's daughter's traffic ticket erased or something. And she, takes it as kind of a date. And by the time that, she dresses all sexy for him and she's going to, give him the goods, he's passed out because he's just so strung out.
Yeah.
So I think these characters come and go very sporadically. Michael Shannon's one, too. We didn't mention
Michael Shannon's in this movie. Very small role in this movie.
A police officer whose job is to protect the
evidence.
The evidence locker, which is now getting cameras put into it.
Yeah.
And Nick Cage is telling him, you have to go where the cameras aren't showing you.
Yeah.
So all those characters, I think, are just like tertiary because, again, I'm luckily not a drug addict, but I would have to imagine, having seen in the past some, I think that you get wrapped up in the idea of none of this matters, nobody else matters, I just need to get my fix. And you use people. And that's kind of what this character does, no?
That's true.
He uses
Yes.
everybody to get his fix.
Yeah.
You know, one of the first scenes. So I talked to you. You watched this on a very good app. You watched this. Are we able to? We can say it,
You
right?
can say Criterion. That's fine.
So you watched this on Criterion. I watched this on the worst of the streaming apps. The worst. The
Prime?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was free, which means you get ads. So the first scene when he shakes down the club goers for their pure uncut heroin.
Oh, yeah.
After he does that, so keep in mind, he doesn't just make them empty their purse and pockets. He then feels up the girl who plays into it to basically get them off the hook. And he's
Yeah.
grabbing her ass and she's
And
kissing
they
his neck.
fuck
and,
in front of the boyfriend.
In front of the boyfriend. He
Yeah.
forces the boyfriend at gunpoint to watch.
Yeah, he shoots the gun in the ass like, you don't
I'm
fucking
not
move.
making this up. It cut from the end of that scene to a Liberty Mutual commercial. And the only way that story would have been better is if it cut from that to Whopper, Whopper, Whopper.
Yeah.
Whopper.
Yeah.
So very funny very
Yeah.
funny just the way that cut the dramatic tension.
Yeah.
But
So the way you explain it makes sense. Like we're seeing a guy who is just using people, and we're gonna see him just use people the whole movie. That makes sense. But
may I
Yeah.
interject because
Yeah.
this isn't obviously just like the original Bad Lieutenant, but there
Yeah.
are two major differences, and I would like to mention one of them. In the original Bad Lieutenant, Abel Ferrara's movie,
Yeah.
there is, at the very beginning of the movie, the lieutenant is already in the gutter, basically.
Yeah.
A degenerate. This movie took the interesting turn of giving him an origin, the back injury.
True.
Because this is a little ahead of the curve, too, because this is kind of when the opioid crisis really, really got into high gear. The mid to late 2000s, probably
True.
actually the 90s is when the seeds were planted. But, like, doctors had no problem prescribing opiates.
That's true.
And just the doctor even says, "Hey, when your prescription's out, just call. We'll refill it." That's how
Yeah.
it used to be. It's not like that anymore, thankfully. But this is how people get hooked on heroin. Generally.
But are they
speaking.
saying like he got hooked when he got his back injury, or like?
I think so.
Okay.
I guess there's no definitive.
Yeah, because I always
case
thought he
for
was
that.
just because he's like in the beginning he's kind of an asshole, but I guess he decides to save that kid's life.
He was an asshole, but he did
Yeah.
the right thing.
He did the right thing.
Yeah, he was definitely an asshole. So was Val Kilmer, but I do think that he was
Yeah.
planning on doing the
That
right
is true.
thing
We did.
regardless.
Well, in the beginning, we don't really know if he was a bad guy until did it go forward in time, like a year or something, or like 6 months? I forget.
Yeah, there was some time jump.
some time jump or something like that.
But
So, yeah, that's
basically,
true.
it's his origin to his introduction to opiates, which is
Yeah.
obviously
Well,
major.
I
I
don't
think
know.
it's
Well, in
his
the
introduction.
I forget. Like once, okay, so when he jumps in the water, he hits something or something, got a back injury, and then do we cut right after to like the doctor scene, or is that right into the credits? I forget.
I think it was right into the doctor scene.
Okay, so right into the doctor scene, and
Because
then
the credits are in the beginning when it shows the snake in the water.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
going through the flooded jail cell.
Yes.
An interesting note: did you catch that the title card says "The Bad Lieutenant"?
No, I
of
did
Call
not.
New Orleans.
No.
Maybe I'm making that up.
Yeah,
I'll double check.
The
Maybe, but
credits just look so bad.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just like definitely looks like a definitely home movie, like
again,
a home
it-
video release.
Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
And again, I think it has to be intentional, right?
I don't know. Like, cause it was a $25 million movie. It was really, I guess it was released in theaters and has major movie stars. And everybody who worked on it, I guess, loved it. I'm not sure about everybody else, but Nicolas Cage had a fun time because when they were acting and when Herzog let him go, he's like, he was just like, this is a guy who knows acting. I'm like, okay.
I've always said in the past that Nicolas Cage is either really good in something or really bad.
Yeah.
I've changed that opinion to just be it's Nicolas Cage, and the film around him needs to be prepared for him. I think he's actually an incredible actor. He is so...
Well, when he takes the role, he finds the character, and then he just establishes what the character's like. So
Right.
if he's like whatever character they need him to be, he'll be it. I'm guessing.
Right,
He gets
well-
into the mind of the character.
Right,
It's
and
like-
he's able to bring a very, very idiosyncratic energy. It's
Yeah.
him. Like, nobody else can duplicate
Yeah,
what Nick
because
Cage
I thought
does.
because going back to the video of like bad Nick Cage acting and stuff like that, I think this is gonna be terrible. But I don't think he's bad in this movie. I don't know if he's good. That's the thing. It's like that one episode of Community, like Nicolas Cage. Is he bad or is he good? And then Abed tries to figure it out, but makes him go insane. Like I feel like that right now.
I think that's the point.
Yeah.
I genuinely think that is the point. There is too much talent in front of and behind the camera in this movie, for this to have not been intentionally, like, ironically straight to video.
Yeah, because it's like
I wholeheartedly believe that it was.
Because this has like the same kind of like this end scenes as like the not end scene, like the like when the scene ends, it's kind of like the room where the scene just ends and then it starts a whole new scene.
Well, and again,
no connection to the last one. This like whole new different stuff. Like this
Yeah,
whole
well,
movie
yeah.
is basically him going to the is when Tommy Wiseau goes to the flower shop. That's that whole movie. It's like that whole section. That's what
just
this movie is. It's like,
scene.
oh, like hi Mark, like you're my best customer, and then he leaves. That's it.
Right.
That's how I feel watching this whole movie.
Sure. That's totally fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is like a series of just interactions with him and other people. And there is like a narrative through line, obviously. But I would call attention to the fact that I do think that the not slapstick, but the over the top quality does escalate. Because again, in the beginning, yeah, he's a dick, but he's not waving his gun at old people at the very beginning. I wholeheartly believe
Well, you've seen people going down because he could take more and more drugs.
Correct.
That's true.
Oh, correct. Well, yeah. And I do think it starts with that back pain injury. That is what a lot of cases of people who got hooked on heroin later on, they started with painkillers. And when they were taken away after they had been prescribed so irresponsibly for a long time, they turned to heroin.
Yeah.
I
do love how like he was talking to one guy. Is like, how's your father doing? It's like, he's drinking away his life or something. And then we see his father's like, he's in AA now.
Yep.
And that's
we don't see his father.
We don't see his father.
Drink. Yeah, no, and that's another foil. His dad was a police officer too.
Yeah.
And in retirement, he's bored basically.
Yeah.
So like, what does he do? Like, I think the point of a character like that is to show like you got to have something, some kind. I remember hearing like when I quit smoking, the key is to switch one vice for another, a healthy one. So I started running, and that's what helped me quit smoking. Mm-hmm. I have family members that are, unabashedly they were recovering alcoholics, and they got big into AA. And if it saves your life and it's not hurting anybody, good. By all means. So like I can kind of see, I can't relate personally with his dad there, but I think the whole point of that is no matter what you do, if you're a cop, if you're retired, if you're whatever, you need to find healthy ways to fill your time and to give your life meaning and value.
But the thing about that though, there's nothing to set that up. It's just we meet his father. It's like, hey, I'm in AA now. That's it. There's no explanation. There's no scene. There's just like, I'm in AA. That's it. And then
I would argue you don't need one. I get what you're saying, and it all comes back to that straight to DVD or straight to video quality. But again, I almost think that's a strength here. This is a character study about somebody who is just like the depths of depravity.
Yeah.
This is a person that is snorting coke and shaking down
coke,
people
heroin,
from heroin and using
having
it,
sex in the street with his
blowing his
women.
money on his girlfriend and on
I did love the gambling scene when he first was introduced, and he goes to a bar and he meets a guy. He meets Brad Dourif, the guy who plays Chucky,
yep,
in a bar. And
Academy Award nominee
true.
for what's it called? One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Did he play? What's his name? Jimmy?
Billy.
Billy. He played the kid who was like 21 years old or something.
Yeah, Billy Bibbit.
That's it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's him. Love that movie actually. Haven't watched it in a while.
It's a great movie.
But yeah, I love the scene where he's just like he says the football player's name like Ronald Hayes or something like that, and he just yells and it's just like, oh, he's gambling now. Like, yeah, we're introduced to his gambling side.
Why the hell not?
And we meet Brad Dourif, the bookie, and it's just like, I mean, Bad Dourif's a good. So in the original movie, Bad Lieutenant, like, do they solve the case like this, or is it actually like where like he gives up halfway through and then makes a plan to like set people up, or is this like how is the police detective like different from this? I
really don't think McDonough solves the case in this movie intentionally. I think he gets lucky. I think everything works out his way.
That's kind of like that's the whole thing.
Complete luck and coincidence. In the original one, he solves the case and basically independent from the force, and he takes care of it independent from the force.
So basically kills the person.
No.
No? Okay.
No. Are you going to watch? I don't want to spoil it.
I don't care about spoilers. You can not do it for listeners if they want to watch it. But
basically, he has the opportunity to pay off his gambling debts, but he vows to take vengeance on these men that did that to the nun. He meets with the nun and tells her, "I'm going to take vengeance for you," and she says, "It's not necessary. I've forgiven them." And because she knows who did it, and she didn't want to turn them in because she is of the faith and she forgave them, right? And he cannot comprehend that.
Yeah.
So what he does is he finds them, he cuffs them, takes them in his car to a bus station, gives them all the money he earned illicitly that he was going to give to his bookie to square his debts. He gives it to them and says, "You go start a new life and don't you ever fucking come back here," and goes to pay the price for his degenerate gambling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a real swerve, and not something that I probably would have done, but it's what he did. And
so both end in swerves. Well, not end in swerves. That one ends in the dip. He changes, and he changes.
They both end in swerves. Well, I guess
they both end in him changing to be a better person. It's just this one. He smokes crack. He plants the crack pipe and exhibit.
See, I didn't even think he planted it. I thought that in the commotion he lost it. That's how I read it. He could have planted it.
Yeah, he planted it, and then I don't know. He got this plan. He was just like, "Fuck it! Like I'm gonna do." It's like coke brain, and this I got this plan. Let's see if it works, and it worked.
Yep.
And he got lucky because the football player didn't play. But even without that, they came back and won it. And it was just like, by the way, really weird. A bookie just can come into a police station and just be like, "I need my money now," and everybody can hear him and everything like that. It's not a secret.
Weird, eh?
Yeah.
And really weird that team blew a 20-whatever point lead.
Yeah.
I have it written here. Do we think that the happy ending was at all a dream or hallucination?
I have no idea.
There's no evidence to support that, but there is a lot of goofy shit in the end of it, like Brad Dourif marching into the police station to say,
but he
to
did
drop
that
off
before.
his $10,000.
He did that before, though.
With a sack of cash, though. I think that there may be that interpretation. There's no evidence for it, but you can make an argument, and I would.
Let's say it's not like a dream. It's just this is actually fact. This is all what happened. There's no it's like we're not seeing this is all this facts. All this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is so crazy. I don't know. I don't know if you're over how crazy, but it still is just crazy because all these things happen, and we're supposed to be like, oh, he's got a plan, all worked out. He drinks water now. He good guy, and that's
again, that's what I almost like. He looks all clean shaven, and he's getting promoted. Is this possibly a drug hallucination? Is he dead? Who you never know. Here's the case that I will make though for why I think that the ending of this, even if you take it as literal, why I actually like it is because it shows that he's still raising up the ranks, right? He's heralded as this hero, even though he did nothing really heroic.
No,
he got very lucky, and
he didn't even find the pipe. That was the other
right.
guy.
That's what leads.
That was the guy from.
They found the exhibit's
the
DNA
faculty.
on it.
Yeah.
Yes. So Big Fate basically. Yes. There's a shootout.
He pretended.
With
I guess
Fate.
pretended to be a bad guy, but I'm not even sure he pretended. I guess he was just
he needed the money to pay his gambling.
He needed the money to pay his gambling. That luckily exhibit killed the guys. And by the way, also I totally forgot about the other subplot. Where even though there's 50 million of them in this movie, where the some random guy who his girlfriend had sex with for money didn't pay, and I guess he
beat her up.
He beat or something. He did all the weird shit to her, whatever that is, weird shit is. All the weird shit, and then he's like, he didn't pay, and I guess he's the son of a congressman or something, real estate developer or something, and he's just like, some thugs come up and you owe our guy $50,000. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I understand you cost him $10,000. He stole $10,000. That's $50,000 now. You must pay. And luckily, Exhibit killed all those guys, and so also the ending is we're good now. The guy comes we're good. Everything's fine. Don't worry about anything. And it's just
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's almost a hallucination.
Yeah.
But what I like about the ending though is everything wraps up nice and neat for him, and you think that okay, this is where he can clean up.
Yeah.
And he still doesn't.
He still is a piece of shit. He does the same exact thing.
He steals drugs and
he steals drugs from
rapes.
If they were the same couple, I would have laughed my fucking ass.
That actually would have been a little funny.
Two different people,
mm-hmm.
and I don't know how it went. It seemed like the girl who was with that guy that one time was not a prostitute or a drug found. So I'm not sure.
I didn't know how to read it, but
he got drugs.
Either way, what he
got
doing,
something. So
yeah, either way, what he was doing was wrong.
Yeah.
But what I like about the ending though is, in the end, he's ready to do those drugs. He has all the prestige. He has the title of captain. He's looked at as a hero.
He's got a wife who's pregnant, who is now sober because she spent one day with her father. Even though we didn't have a scene between them, and it was I want to go to AA.
Right.
And that's it. And Jennifer Coolidge is now sober, even though she didn't go to AA and she just gets
Again, is this
beat up.
all too good to be true?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But what saves him is him meeting the gentleman that he saved in the jail and realizing that guy turned his life around.
Yeah.
It's the interpersonal connection that will save him, not drug that will make him happy possibly. Not drugs, not money, not sex, not whatever. It's all about, I don't know, that's how I read the ending, is like, it's that I thought was powerful, was like this guy whose life was in his hands in the beginning, and that he was kind of flippant about that power, seeing if this guy can change his life. I mean, maybe I can, I guess.
Maybe fish dream.
Maybe fish
Whatever that
dream.
means. That's nothing. That's nothing. That's nothing.
That's
word.
a Werner Herzog
He
thing.
just said that and it was just like, that's the ending of the line of the movie. It means nothing. It just sounds smart, so we're just gonna.
They would
say
make
it.
for a good, is this from a Werner Herzog or David Lynch movie?
That's true.
Like trivia thing.
That's true. Spoon.
Cooper, do you think fish dream?
You smell like a Mexican chihuahua.
Elaborate on that. No.
No. God, I miss David Lynch,
Yeah,
man. I
I
really
know.
wish I saw his films later on more, because I just want to become even more obsessed with him. I
Maybe-
really wish I saw when I remember watching TV one day, and we had this TV channel called Chiller TV. It was like a rip-off of a sci-fi channel or whatever. And they were so episodes of Twin Peaks, and I was like, what the fuck's Twin Peaks? I really wish I just sat down and watched that when I first saw it. But I didn't, and it took me years to watch the original Twin Peaks, and I'm disappointed in that. But enough of my
Hey,
tangent.
better late than never.
True, yeah.
Better late than never, Michael. Mo.
That's true.
Sorry. Yeah, this is the narrative of this. It's hard to describe because it is
Yeah.
a series of like, there's a pretty like elaborate story going on, but it's never really brought to the forefront. Like
Yeah.
the weight of that is never brought to the forefront because this guy is just coke addled.
Yeah.
He is out of his mind,
Yeah.
and we are taken along on that ride.
Yeah.
That is the style, and that is why I think the direct to DVD-ness works so well for me. Is because
Yeah.
again, it's not supposed to be clean and cinematic. This is a man who's out of his fucking mind. Now, if I may bring up the other point I had with the comparison to the original.
Yeah.
This one offers a hopeful ending if you're to believe the the narrative,
Yeah.
take it at face value. I guess if I'll just say that the original one does not have that.
No.
So-
he's going to die, but because his bookies are going to murder him.
Oh,
He's
he's not
gonna-
going to. He's going. He does.
He does that?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's
I
dark.
never understood that with bookies. Why kill the guy if he owes you money? How are you
Well,
going
the
to get
bookie, I think the way it works is the bookie is the middleman between the bettor and the
Yeah.
basically the mobsters.
it? I mean, I always thought, like, why not just, like, take a finger or something on the engine? Like, show signs. I don't know. Because, like, you're not going to get the money.
I think he went. Okay, so here's why.
I'm not talking about this in the movie. I mean, like, in general in life.
No,
like, why the
I
bookie
get
wants
it.
to kill the guy.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I mean, but again, some people are this degenerate. So the
True.
Harvey Keitel one, he gives those rapists $30,000 that would have
Wow.
helped settle his debts because he owed 60. He kept doing double or nothing on the Mets, and they kept losing. Which lesson to everyone: don't bet on the Mets.
Never bet on the Mets.
Basically, once they lost that final game, he just realizes he's fucked, and says that's when he has his like about face.
yeah. He realized even with the 30,000, that's still not enough. So he's going to
Yeah.
be killed anyway. So
Yeah,
fuck it.
well, they're not going to let him take, and then they make it a point to say they're not going to let you double or nothing again.
Yeah.
But yes, this one certainly is less dour in the end than that one, but still very depraved. Obviously, Harvey Keitel is not Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
and
He
that's
took it
totally
a more
okay.
streetwise, serious New Yorker version.
Oh
where-
yeah.
This one was supposed to be in New York, but for some reason, Werner Herzog was like, it's in New Orleans now.
Yeah, well, I
So
do wonder why he chose that. Do you have any
that
information
could be in
on
the fun
that?
facts. I do not know.
We can get to those if you want.
We'll get to those later.
As far as
but,
the
yeah.
narrative, I mean, really, like, this is the type of thing you just have to kind of watch and just let it take you on a
Yeah,
ride. I would
there's
say.
no reason or logic to it. Of course, it's about a cokehead who also has no reason or logic, so
Mm-hmm.
that makes it a little bit better. But I don't know. Like, I feel like there's two versions of watching this. You can watch like your version where it's like, oh, he did this because of that and that. Like, I can see how this connects to that. Or you can just watch it and be like, this is batshit insanity. Nothing makes sense, and nothing will ever make sense. And this is weird as shit. Yeah.
Yeah. Another similarity or another interesting thing I think is like how the crime, like the brutal murder.
Yeah, we
of
forgot.
this immigrant
Yeah, he just
family.
like drops
again,
it.
well, right. But
Yeah.
like, think about if you're a homicide detective and that's your everyday thing, you probably do kind of get desensitized to it. You do
Yeah.
find, I do think a lot of police in that position find ways to like laugh about it or just like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the brain does, but you see enough dark shit like that. I mean, it does kind of take the back seat to your life in some ways, probably. Like my work does. I'm blessed enough not to think too much about work when I'm not there.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't even imagine if that's what you see every day. Like that's how, you know, they act so flippantly around these dead bodies, and just it's like more of an inconvenience that he has to solve this.
Yeah.
He'd rather
It's
be
like,
out gambling. He'd rather be out shaking down people for drugs.
Yeah.
He'd rather be out stealing the evidence. The
The
stuff
Senegal family got murdered, and then the crazy woman at a funeral was like, "You gotta solve this murder."
Yeah, yeah. And there's one witness to the murder.
was a
his
child.
name is Daryl, and he was hiding in the closet, and you know he's basically the state's case against
Yeah.
Big Fate. So our friend Terrence McDonough is asked to watch him to make sure.
And
that
is the
Big
worst
Fate is-
babysitter in the world because
Yeah.
he just does drugs and.
Yep, and he loses him basically immediately. And luckily, Daryl's grandmother has a wealthy English client who sends him to safety in England. And so Daryl's grandmother and her client are the two old women that
Yeah.
get.
Threatened.
Yes, the oxygen tank.
Like
Yes,
she
that's
takes
what
the
it was.
oxygen tank and it's like, I'm gonna make sure you don't
Yes.
fucking breathe again. Like,
Yes, so what happens is the old woman, the client, the English woman, is on an oxygen tank, and when Terrence is trying to find out where they sent Daryl, he's shaking her down, and he takes her oxygen tank
Yeah.
and, like, you know, does like the hose where you
Yeah.
stop the water by clamping it, and basically, threatens to kill her.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then
Yeah.
my favorite line in the movie, though, is when he does finally release that, and she catches her breath, and she says, it's you. You're the bad lieutenant. Port of Call, New Orleans.
See, now you say that, and now I think, did he actually say that? I know he didn't, but you say it, and it's like, did he actually say that? That's a possibility he actually said that
That's right.
during the movie.
I'm the bad lieutenant. Port of Call, New Orleans.
I'm pretty sure somebody did say that.
He does say at the very end.
Yes,
He
very
says,
end, Port of Call, New Orleans.
He says Port of Call, New Orleans. He
Yes.
does not say bad lieutenant.
Yes.
But yes, he does say Port of Call, New Orleans at one point, which I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
What the hell does that mean?
No.
I could look it up. I don't even. I just feel like it's a Werner Herzog thing.
Yeah. I also love how that's strapped, too. It's like, Dale's gone now. It's like, what about, is he still in London? Yeah, he's fine. But
Hey, I'm just glad he.
but
didn't
he
get
figured
killed.
it out. He's just like, I got it. And
I'm glad he didn't get killed.
Yeah.
So listen, the first movie, and maybe this is why I feel like I'm having a better reaction
Yeah.
to this one than you. The first movie is so dour and so just fucking heavy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's good. Again, I've sung its praises multiple times, but it is so fucking heavy that when this one was a complete 180 in many ways, I was here for it.
Yeah.
Like everything works out for this maniac.
Yeah.
Everything works out for him when it should not.
Yeah.
And you know what?
which happens in every action movie. So if you see it that way also, it's just like, yeah, it's a parody.
And if he
This
changes,
is like Naked Gun, but even more straight, and that's
that's funny.
Yeah.
Because I was gonna talk about how when I watched The Naked Gun, it was
Yeah.
almost like, oh, they're both like bad cops.
yeah. Leslie Nielsen's playing it straight, but he's saying goofy lines and stuff
Right.
like that. But also, Nicolas Cage is playing it straight, and he's being very serious, and he's So it's like Naked Gun, but way less funny.
Yeah, 100%.
Because you see him freak out against the when he takes drugs with Exhibit, and he's just like, oh yeah, something like that. I don't know. And then he threatens the old lady. Those are the two scenes you see in those compilations and stuff like that. You're like, okay, and then it's like,
Yeah,
you don't laugh. I didn't laugh at that. I was like, okay, it makes sense the way he's acting like this. It's actually kind of serious because I didn't think it was funny when he was doing it. I felt kind of scared. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna fucking murder these ladies.
No. And to be clear, that is not funny. It's
Yeah.
more the
Yeah,
humor.
out of context, so it's hilarious. In context,
Correct.
it's not that funny.
The dark humor of it comes
Yeah.
from the fact that like this is an officer of the law.
Yeah.
Like it is so over the top.
Yeah.
And just so.
I
Like,
do love how no cop tries to stop him. They're all just like
there
just
is
going
an
along with him.
Well, there is an internal affairs pair.
True, but
they
no
don't-
cops just
yeah.
like, this guy's a fuck up. We need to stop him. Everybody's just like, whatever, Lieutenant. Like, you
Well,
got
their
us.
whole
That's-
case goes up in smoke after this gunfight.
Yeah.
All evidence of his wrongdoing, except unless I guess Exhibit was still alive, Fate was still alive. I
Yeah.
guess he could say this guy
I
was.
love how he was barely in the movie. He was in like 4 scenes.
Talk about direct to video, by the
Yeah,
way. Exhibit being your big
Exhibit's
bad.
in it.
But again, it's got to be
And
so
he's not even the
intentional.
big guy. He's not even the big bad. Nicolas Cage is the big bad in the movie. He's
It's
the good
actually
guy
a really
and the big bad.
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah, I mean, we don't see Exhibit murder. He murdered that family, I guess, but we don't see it.
Well, there's the
And
scene
then-
when he's driving with the lieutenant,
Yeah.
and like they stop over a bridge and
Oh,
they're talking, and his two hoods or whatever, his
his two
henchmen are
henchmen, yeah.
throwing a body from the trunk.
Oh, yeah.
Just casually.
Forgot about that,
Just
yeah.
throwing it into the river.
I do how every the bad guy in the film has like a wife and kid. It's just like he's always at home and they're always bothering him. It's just like every time he knocks on the door, the wife and kid comes. Wife and kid exhibits like she's like, I need money, and it's like, get out of here.
To be honest, it's probably more grounded than we think too. I mean, that's probably the reality for most slum, not slumlords, but
either Werner Herzog put that in because he thinks like, oh, every black guy has a wife and a kid who doesn't care about, or he thinks that gives him like just like that's like life's on the street.
I think it's probably the latter. I think because again, like not every drug dealer or even somebody, a drug kingpin can live in a palatial estate. Not everyone's.
Everybody lives in a fucking palatial estate, except
maybe
for the
in Abel Ferreira's utopia. Okay.
Yeah. No, seriously, the drug dealer's in a palatial estate. The girlfriend lives in a nice apartment.
Oh, she's got the high rise for sure.
Yeah.
Like
his father lives in an okay house, but not like a.
Maybe I'm thinking of Exhibit's henchmen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Exhibit's henchmen don't live in a great house.
That's what I was thinking. I thought that was Exhibit's house. Okay, no. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think it's a commentary on the black community by itself.
Yeah.
I think it's more of a cultural thing.
Yeah.
But
maybe. I don't know. But,
listen, I think you just gotta see this movie.
These guys watch
I say this all the time.
Yeah.
But like, really, I can only do so much justice.
If you want to watch a batshit insane movie, watch this movie because
Yeah.
the movie is batshit insane and on purpose, I guess. I think this is all planned. Either this is all planned out and this is how the movie's supposed to go, or none of it was planned out and Werner Herzog just made a bad movie and said this is all planned out. There's only one or two things, and I think you're on. He planned this all outside. I'm on. That maybe he didn't plan this all outside, and it's like this is a bunch of crazy shit.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
Every legendary director is entitled to a couple bad movies if they have them.
Thing is, though, people love this movie. Like this is like 80% of Rotten Tomatoes, 3.6 stars on Letterboxd. We usually get into Roger Ebert. I couldn't get onto his website for some reason, but he gave this 4 stars.
Wow.
Roger Ebert gave this 4 stars. Yes.
I know he liked the first one.
Yeah.
Because I do remember somehow seeing his. I think somewhere.
Yeah, so I don't know if he was like you and was like, hey, like this is like hilarious. This is a trope of every action straight to video movie or anything like that because I couldn't access it for some reason.
It's gotta be 2009. Like, what movies did you have coming out in 2009?
The Spirit that came in 2008.
Had, Live Free or Die Hard.
Yeah.
Zombieland.
Yeah,
maybe?
but this is making fun of like straight to video action movies. This is not making fun of action movies. This is making fun of like every cop movie ever made.
All I know is from what you said, it sounds like I'm on the right side of history.
You're probably on the right side of history. I'm on the wrong side of history. Definitely, yeah. Okay, but I don't know, can we explain this movie even further? I mean, this movie's fucking insane.
Let's just go to final thoughts.
Let's just go to final thoughts.
I'll just go ahead and start.
If we can think of anything else, we'll say it, but I don't know. But we're going to final thoughts. TJ, since you are a champion of the movie.
I love this movie.
You go first.
It's not perfect. I'm not going to give it a 6 out of 6, but I did love this movie. If you just go into it knowing kind of a little metatextual knowledge that like this was made against like the wishes of Abel Ferrara.
Yes,
like,
Abel Ferrara hated this movie. He said, let's see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. He's quoted saying that, I wish these people die in hell. I hope they are all in the same streetcar and it blows up.
Oh, jeez.
That's what he says. Yeah.
So if you know that metatextual knowledge.
And Werner Herzog does not care. He's just like, I've never seen his films. I do not know about his films.
It had not occurred to me that there was an original one.
Yes.
No,
but I guess they buried the hatchet, so that's good. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, you can't be that mad. Come on. I mean...
Well, it is Abel Ferrara, and he is like... If you don't know Abel Ferrara...
He's a passionate guy.
Very passionate guy, and he takes some stuff to make him very passionate.
He's a passionate guy.
A lot of times, yeah.
And let me say, one thing I do appreciate about... It's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 compared to the first one.
Yeah.
I think, in a way, if you said Herzog didn't know anything about the first one...
He did not watch it. All he knows is like the basically the summary of the plot synopsis. That's it.
So there are a few similarities, but it's really just surface level. Very shallow stuff. The drug use, the gambling, the sex addiction, whatever. Stuff like that. What I love about this is that it really does not rely on that initial one at all. This is its own thing.
Yeah.
It is so intentionally batshit insane. but has so much talent on hand. And I do think that in this psycho world, this spirally, downhill spiral, drug-addled world, I do think the performances really work. And I do think that the narrative flow or lack thereof actually really works too. This is like a deranged roller coaster ride. It's unhinged. It's so unhinged. But it offers hope for people that do struggle with addiction or whatever. It does show that like this does not have to be the end all be all. So this I don't think takes anything away from the original from Abel Ferrara. I think they're both excellent, and it's like comparing apples and oranges, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
They didn't try to do anything different. So or the same rather. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 6. I really enjoyed this movie, but you have to know what you're getting yourself into.
Okay, so while we were reviewing this movie, doing this podcast, you kept on saying things that made this movie sound intelligent and thoughtful, and it was all planned out. And every time I was like, TJ, are you insane? I said that in my mind.
That's okay.
So I did not know what to expect this movie. This movie is batshit insanity. Once again, I'm going to believe you a little bit that Werner Herzog knew what he was doing. This was all a joke. This is a black comedy itself. But deep down inside me, I truly believe Werner Herzog did not know what he was doing. That this movie is just insanity based on insanity, please itself, and that this movie is entertaining. I mean, nobody really acts bad. I mean, I agree with you. This is like if a drug addict, if we were to follow a real life drug addict who's insane and is off his rocker, it would be kind of like this: pure nonsense. Him high all the time. Him doing terrible things to get drugs.
It's manic.
It's manic. Yeah. It's insane. It definitely is. I'm on the other. I'm Team Sanity. You're Team Insanity. To quote the podcast, "How Did This Get Made?" Based on the designing of Drop Dead Fred the movie. Yeah, this movie's crazy. Would I watch it again? I don't know. If I ever get really drunk one night, and maybe I'll watch it and try to see if I can laugh. But I don't think I can. This movie's insane.
Yeah.
If I would rate it, I'll give it 3 stars out of 6. Okay.
This one is more rewatchable than the other.
That's true. Maybe I watch the other one
just because it's got a little more levity.
Yeah, I'm always in the camp is like if it's a bad movie and I think it's a bad movie, I'm not. And people say like, oh, he did this on purpose. I'm gonna be like, no, he didn't. I'm gonna be like I don't know, like because. I'm pretty sure this was not a black comedy when it came out. Because on Wikipedia it says black comedy. I'm pretty sure it did not originally meant that to happen. I'm pretty sure it was cop thriller when it came out, and now people are like, oh, the room's like Dada. You ever hear the Dada movement?
No.
Dada movement was back in the 1930s where it's like nothing made any sense. Nothing means nothing. Nothing means anything. So anything can be art. It's like a guy hanging like a toilet was art.
Sure.
And it had like the word like peace on it or something, or like just the word toilet on it. And like this is art. And like this is art. That's what he meant. And like it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And so people are like, oh, this is Dada. This is insanity. Like this is like this. People are gonna say like, oh, this is art. This is like he meant to do this. This is a joke on cop movies and society of how people we see drug addicts and stuff like that. But I don't know why. For some reason, I feel like Werner Herzog was like. He didn't know, like he thought he was just making a cop movie, and like this is his version of a cop movie. I don't know if he thought this was supposed to be a comedy, or like this is him just being like this is what cop movies should be, and that's it. But I'm probably wrong. You're probably right based on everybody's assumption on Letterboxd and people. One quote was just like, if you don't think Nicolas Cage is a good actor, then get out of my face. Even though I do think Nicolas Cage is a great actor, because even like when I'm watching Moonstruck, my sister said, "Oh, this acting's so bad," and I watch it, I'm like, "No, what are you talking about? Nicolas Cage is." Amazing in it. He's performing amazingly, and yeah. But unlike you, I can't find any sense in this movie. I'm giving it 3 stars. I did find the acting to be truthful to his performance, but I still found it weird and insane. So yeah. So I hope I don't know if I ever get one negative comment, this is probably gonna be it.
No.
Yeah.
Hey. Don't ever. I gave Drive My Car a negative review. I wasn't too hot on that.
Yeah.
It's all about how the movie makes you feel. If you didn't vibe with it and you did give it an honest chance, you got nothing to apologize about.
Yeah.
You got nothing to feel bad about.
Yeah, because it's not like
I opened myself up to this. This insanity.
This is not like this is a bad movie, but like it's not. It's in between like bad good movie and like bad movie in my eyes. And also it could be in between. It could be in between bad good movie. Bad movie and good movie too. It's like it's just It's everywhere. It's like a nomination, a collaboration, whatever that word is, of everything.
So what you're saying is, like our main character here, Werner Herzog may have accidentally stumbled into all this praise.
Yes, exactly. He may have stumbled up to all this praise.
Isn't that brilliant?
Yeah,
though?
that is brilliant,
Just
if
in
you
the
think about
cosmic
it.
sense, it's
Yeah.
just brilliant. It's brilliant.
Because I know, like, Werner Herzog cares a lot about his movies. Because in Fitzcarraldo, he literally did the same thing that Fitzcarraldo did. He made people... He killed a lot of people. Some people died because of it, and
no.
because of safety and everything. But he literally moved the ship from one section of the force to another
That's
because he thought like he needed to suffer for his art or something. He needed to experience what it was like to be Fitzcarraldo, whatever the fuck that guy was named. I don't know. Like what is one of Herzog's beliefs? So let's see. So he believes that civilization is starving for new images, and he explained that we do not have adequate images for our kind of civilization. We're surrounded by images that are worn out, and I believe that unless we discover new images, we will die out. So I guess he cares about discovering new things in cinema. Like he wants
Sure.
to do things that haven't been done before, or like wants to have new experiences. And he does it. I mean, in every movie he's ever done, he's like it's always been troubled. It's never been easy.
Yeah.
He literally made a documentary about a guy who got eaten by a bear, and then
It is interesting.
and that's a new thing too, because he's like he didn't show it, but he's just like, this is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Like I want to see more of his movies because I don't know. Like recently, Werner Herzog has gotten like a new image of like he's this a German guy who talks funny, who everything he says sounds like he's talking from
Yeah.
a guy who made like the Seventh
Oh,
Seal.
like a documentary type thing? Because I always hear him as like,
No, he always sounds like he's from a Ingmar Bergman film or something. Because
Okay,
it always
yeah.
sounds like that. He's just like, the world is a sorrow place filled with sadness and misery, or like something like that. He's like Morrissey, but in a German accent. That's what people.
well, it's so weird too, like, because his like legacy, like he also is not shy about being in, like, he was in Parks and Rec episodes.
Yes, he was in Parks and Rec
Rick and Morty.
episodes. He's in action movies.
Yeah.
He's in Jack
he was in
Reacher.
The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like, so Jack Reacher. Yeah, he'll just do stuff.
Yeah,
He's
he'll just do stuff, and then it's like people are like, oh, it's little Werner Herzog, even though he's like a lot of his films have troubled past because one, he injured a lot of people too. Some people died. Klaus Kinski went insane. He troubled. All of his crew got in like trouble multiple times, maybe even illegally, but also in trouble based on the physical health because they did a lot of dangerous stuff and stuff like that. And like a lot of it's been brushed over. There's documentaries. There's a called Burden of Dreams about the making of Fitzcarraldo and how crazy that was. And of course, Klaus Kinski's a maniac and
terrible person.
Yeah. And like he also, but like I'm not saying like Werner Herzog is like Klaus Kinski and he did all this, but he also did a lot of bad things and a lot of bad things are troubled over. But because like Paul, like I in the very beginning I talked about Paul F. Tompkins doing like an impression of him. If you ever see Paul F. Tompkins do an impression of Werner Herzog reading a review of a Trader Joe's in like Pasadena or something, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. But I don't know. He is like I don't know. Like, he's not really highly regarded in like I guess in cinema world because like. You don't really see him like.
I feel like he's Lynchian in terms of his legacy.
Yeah, it's true.
Where
Like people
he
love
is so
like.
important to cinema. But
Yeah.
has never been like he'll never be a Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, he's not gonna be like Martin Scorsese or like.
Right.
People are not gonna consider him like the
Right.
best film. People consider him a great filmmaker, but like. If you consider like the top of the top, even artistically, like Akira Kurosawa or anything like that, I don't think they're gonna put him in there. But Werner Herzog has made some of the best experimental films of all time.
Right.
So it's just like he's part of history. So
He's incredibly important and I think influential to other filmmakers.
yes, sure, yes.
That's a big thing.
So yeah, but he's now seen as a kooky guy. That's it. So yeah, even though, but like I don't say I hate Werner Herzog because of the things he's done or
no.
anything like that, but he's made a lot of bad mistakes and a lot of bad decisions that it cost a lot of people. It cost a person their life. So
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just it's
That
weird.
is that is
yeah.
that is tough
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, that's true.
That is tough.
But he's just he wants to see bizarre things and he's willing to do whatever it takes to do it. So
yeah, no shit.
yeah. But
Are
yeah,
you
so
at least glad you watched this?
I am glad I watched it because I finally get to see because it's like. I just always thought this is a Nicolas Cage film, so it's just going to be him just being insane. And he was insane, but he was somewhat subdued besides the last 30 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The last 30 minutes are just Nicolas Cage having a good time.
Having a good time, yeah. So that's Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Some fun facts about the film. Werner Herzog used 2,400 cans of decaf coffee to make the water in the river appear to be dirtier than it is. They first attempted to use paint, but proved to be toxic. Then the production team used regular coffee, but the actor absorbed it through his skin. So Nicolas Cage is like tan because of the coffee. Or the actor in the jail cell.
funny.
I'm not sure.
Oh my
I guess the actor in the
gosh.
jail cell had coffee skin a little bit. Nicolas Cage claims he was never under the influence of anything during the filming, except only in contrast to leaving Las Vegas when he was extremely drunk to play an
Yeah.
alcoholic. So, of course, like he wouldn't be. He wasn't. I don't think Nicolas Cage was like a coke fiend or anything like that. He's had
I've
or
never
like
heard
any
of
drinking problem.
I
or
never
anything
heard
like that.
anything
No.
about that. No.
Okay, so during the filming, Nicolas Cage asked the entire set to be silent to make a declaration. Once the declaration was done, Werner Herzog actually proclaimed that he was finally someone who knows what he is doing. This was a reference to when Herzog's method of only filming camera setups that he intends to use in the final films, opposed to shooting extra setups that might not be even used in the final film. So I guess he meant like, okay, guys, come on, we got to be. We're using this. This is it, or something like that. I don't know. Okay. Herzog on the hallucinatory scene with the iguanas. We didn't really touch on the iguanas that much. There were just iguanas and a
just-
snake.
Yeah,
There's
it's
iguanas.
just it's just to tell that he's hallucinating.
There was nothing more wonderful. Sorry, I don't know if I can do this. There was nothing more wondrous than seeing Nicolas Cage and a lizard together in one shot. I think we're going to go long, and then producers are going to make me lose my iguanas. And if they make me lose my iguanas, I feel like that I cannot be a filmmaker anymore.
Wow.
Yeah,
That was great.
thank you.
That was truly great.
Yeah, so yeah, that's all the fun facts of Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
Oh my goodness.
So basically, there's no reason why it's in New Orleans. No specific reason.
No.
'Cause This,
I guess Katrina would have still been somewhat topical.
yeah, 2009, it happened in 2005, so... it's not
I
that
like
far.
it though because how often do you see I don't see like a lot of movies take place in New Orleans.
Not really,
I don't
no.
need- I don't
Not
need
that many.
another
There's
New York.
Treme, that TV show in like 2010 about Hurricane Katrina. Mostly
Yeah.
it's all had to do with Hurricane Katrina. That's about it.
Yeah.
And I believe, what's that movie? The Long Kiss Goodbye? Not Long Kiss Goodbye. No,
The
yeah,
Long
the Long Kiss.
Goodbye?
The Long.
Oh.
Long Kiss Goodnight or something like that. It's the Ashley Judd movie. I believe it's in New Orleans.
okay,
I think
yeah.
that's the only two I can think of, but
Okay.
I don't know. So some reviews of it. Okay, Ebert gave it 4 stars. I wish I can give you more information, but for some reason his website was down, so I couldn't find it. Maybe we'll read that next time or something.
Damn you.
Austin Shermer from Letterboxd. He's got 3.6 on Letterboxd.
Okay.
Says, I cherish Nicolas Cage more than a lucky crack pipe. A lot of reviews are just about the crack pipe because they think it's funny. So, yeah. Will Sloan says, the post-Katrina New Orleans setting, the direct-to-video vibe, the cop who's clearly a criminal, the intersection of class and race with the law. I was reminded throughout of Steven Seagal, Lawman.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
See, that's what they're going
Yeah.
for. It's great.
And Ian West said, luck, crack pipe. That's it. Luck, crack pipe. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Let's get into the awards. This won some awards, not major ones, like the Venice Film Festival. I think he may have won, like, one of his, like, won, like, like the rewards we give out to people who didn't win the Academy Award or something. What do they call them? Like, achievement awards or, like, something like
Like
that?
a lifetime achievement.
Lifetime Achievement. I think he
Yeah.
got some of those, but it's won some things in Venice and stuff like that. But the awards for this isn't getting nominated for any Oscars, unfortunately. No Nicolas Cage nominations, surprisingly. The awards for that year, 2009. I used to think 2009 was the best film in film history.
You liked it, eh?
Yeah, I was like, 2009. This is the greatest year of films ever. Because this was when I started getting into movies. So like, this is the best year of movies ever. It's not a bad year for movies, I would say, because the best picture, the winner's The Hurt Locker. I've never seen that movie, but
No.
I think it's good. Avatar, the movie that keeps on giving. You know, the third one just made about $1 billion.
Crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's so sad what the state of the Avatar. I mean, the first one made like $5 billion. The second one made $2 billion, and the third one made $1 billion. It's going downhill, man. It's going downhill.
Yeah.
It's going downhill.
I mean, yeah.
Oh my god, how sad. I saw that movie 3 times.
I hope James Cameron's doing all right.
Yeah, I saw Avatar 3 times in theaters.
Good for you.
For some reason, I liked it, but then I never watched it ever again.
I didn't see it.
Yeah. Number 2, not rankings. The Blind Side, the movie about a white woman saving a black kid who
Aged poorly.
aged poorly, who even without the scandal would still age poorly.
Yeah.
District 9.
aged well.
Aged well.
I've heard.
Then the guy made Chappie, and it was just like, this is shit.
Oh, Chappie.
Yeah. And education. Introduction to, I think her name's Carey Mulligan. I think that's her name. That's her first breakout role.
Yeah, Carey Mulligan.
It's about an English girl who is who wants to grow up, or she loves French records and stuff. It's like 1950 English schoolgirl who wants to grow up and listen to French records and go to France and stuff like that. And like, she meets a man. You know, that's it. It's a British period piece. So yeah. Inglourious Bastards. When I first saw it, I didn't think I liked it. I don't know, because I thought it was too talkative, not enough action, because I was expecting more. I think probably the worst movie in this category, Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire, because that is this black trauma, like the definition. Because like the worst thing in the world has happened to this woman, and it's like keeps on getting worse and worse. Mm-hmm. She's pregnant. I think she has cancer. Her mom hates her.
Like an incest baby, or her dad
something like that. Yeah, it's just like
it's
the worst things in the world that's ever happened to those women has happened to her.
Yeah, it's not good.
A Serious Man. Is that a Coen Brothers film?
Yes.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, it is.
Yes. Up, and then Up in the Air.
Oh yeah, with George Clooney.
George Clooney. Yeah. So that's the nominations this year. The top 10 films of 2009. This is worldwide. It's not domestic. Number 1 is Avatar. Number 2 was Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which was good. I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's fine.
It was fine? Because I know that's the 5th one, right?
That's the 6th.
This is the Half-Blood Prince is the 6th one. Mm-hmm. Okay, so the 4th one I heard is the Prison of Azkaban is the 4th one, right? Third one. That's the best one, because that was directed by an actual director.
Love that one.
Even though Christopher Columbus, I'm not saying anybody else, but
obviously.
More prestigious films. Yeah, he made it. And 3 was Ice Age: Dawn of the Dinosaurs, which I believe is the 3rd one. I'm not sure.
Right.
Number 4, Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, I remember me and you saw a Transformers movie. I forget which one.
Was it that? No, it wouldn't have been that one.
Maybe I'm confusing you with my brother's friend Jake. I don't know, but
I haven't seen one since probably that. That's like the first one with Mark Wahlberg, right?
I don't remember. No, that was Moon something? Night Moon? Night of the Moon?
Oh, that one. Dark of the Moon?
Dark of the Moon. That was
that. I might have seen with you. That was fucking terrible. Whichever.
Yeah. Number 5 is 2012. A John Cusack led
disaster movie.
Yep. 6 was Up. 7 was Twilight Saga: New Moon, which is the last one, I believe. I'm not sure.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. 8 was Sherlock Holmes. 9 was Angels and Demons, and 10 was The Hangover.
What was it?
The Hangover.
The Hangover. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So those were cinema back in 2009, the greatest year of film, according to me. Greatest year of film. Well, that was it. That's our episode on Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please, do what you need to do. Follow us, like us, subscribe to us, do whatever you need to do. Leave us comments on our videos and stuff like that, because we're on YouTube, we're on SoundCloud, and we're on Spotify. Social media, maybe I'll post again, because it turns out some people actually do this on social media.
Oh, good.
Especially my friends. I don't know. But I'll just text them and be like, listen to this podcast now. Listen now. And I'll just do that from now.
I would respond to that.
Yeah, definitely.
If you did that to me.
Definitely. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, yeah, we got to spin the wheel, TJ. I almost forgot about that.
Let's spin that wheel.
Let's pause real quick and do that now. Okay, let us spin this wheel and see what we got. Just for the listeners know, the last 2 movies on our season is The French Connection 2 and The Celebration. Let's see what we celebrate. Let's see if we go to France. Here we go. It landed on The Celebration.
Celebrate
good time. Come on. Oh man, I cannot wait to watch some German cinema or Swedish cinema or something. Anyway, it's going to be depressing, so enjoy that. So,
great.
Yeah, that's it. I'm Mo, and my soul got shot. Is no longer dancing. And we forgot to mention there's a breakdancing scene with the guy's soul when he gets shot. Forgot to mention that.
Another terrific hallucination.
Yes.
When the rival drug lord gets killed, and the lieutenant's like, "No, you got to shoot him again."
Yes.
Spirit's still dancing.
Spirit's still dancing. He's just breakdancing.
And you see a breakdancer. It's great. It's so. How could you? Oh God, it's so great.
Yeah, we forgot about that. Anyway, mine's got shot. So TJ, what else?
And I'm TJ, the good podcaster.
Good night, everybody. Let's have Bob Mitchum play us out. Bye.
Adios.
See ya.